Okay, guys, let's go ahead and get started. So we are on week 9 of our The Women of the Bible and You Bible study. Okay, this week the Bible verse is from Esther, Esther 4:13 and 14. Mordecai told them to reply to Esther, "Do not think that in the king's palace you will escape any more than all other Jews. Who knows? Perhaps you have come to royal dignity for just such a time as this." It's titled Courage in Action, From Privileged to Empowered. I love Esther, so I'm excited for this one. The book of Esther has all the makings of a great story. Protagonist, antagonist, humor, conflict, rich characters, compelling storylines, truth, and valuable life lessons. Esther starts as a Jewish orphan girl living far from her homeland in the Persian Empire. She doesn't have much power, but she has a loving mentor and surrogate parent in her older cousin Mordecai. And she finds favor with Haggai, an officer of the king's court, during a year-long royal beauty contest. Both of them help Esther navigate her road to royalty without even trying very hard. Esther gains the affections of King Ahasuerus, known as Xerxes, and takes her place as Queen of Persia. However, as in any good story, no sooner does she step into her new role than trouble heads her way. One of the king's top officials, Haman, is angry with Mordecai, who, as a faithful Jew, will only bow before God, and he refuses to bow before Haman. To take revenge, he, being Haman, craftily manipulates the king into issuing a decree that all Jews in the kingdom be put to death. As the date when the genocidal police will take effect draws near, Esther is faced with a decision. No one knows that the queen is Jewish, including the king, and that this policy will affect her people, so she needs to speak up. But death is a possible penalty for anyone who approaches the king without invitation, including the queen. Will she intervene? Can she intervene? What will it cost her if she does, and is she willing to pay the price? Whose safety and comfort will she prioritize, her own or her people's? If you dare to reach for destiny, you too will face this kind of defining moment. If you're going to take a leadership position at some point, you must show what kind of leader you'll be. It's not enough to claim the role. You will be in the role. Will you choose integrity over insecurity? Courage over comfort? That kind of choice is where character is formed and faith is deepened. Thankfully, Esther chooses well, modeling for us how to do the same, moving in courage. Esther leverages her privilege as queen and speaks up. When King Xerxes learns the truth behind Haman's murderous plot, he puts a stop to it. Because Esther was willing to enter the room and to make a difference once she got there, she saved countless lives and turned the Jewish people's fate around for the better. Esther's example encourages us not to celebrate the sacrifice of the individual for the community, but rather to see ourselves as a part of our communities, deeply connected to their fate. What privilege do you have? At what table do you sit? What rooms do you enter that grant you access to decision and policy making that can give relief to those who suffer? Speaking up may cost you something personally or professionally, but it may also deliver justice for your community, give new purpose to your work, and maybe even change the world. Don't underestimate your ability to affect change. Perhaps you aren't the Queen of Persia, but who knows? Maybe God placed you where you are for a purpose, for such a time as this, just like Esther. Then it has a journaling prompt. Journal your thoughts on the following questions. Have there been times when you felt you should have spoken up on behalf of others but chose not to? What stopped you? How can you follow Esther's example the next time you have a chance? Think about a time you did speak on behalf of others. What did it feel like? What difference did it make? Would you do it again? What does Esther teach you about privilege? Can you make a list of some privileges you live with? How can you take advantage of them in order to help someone else?